Babylon, the first reaction for Babylon, starring Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and Diego Calva, and it is directed by Damien Chazelle, is out. And when I read some of the reaction, I'm like, because this movie, for some people, it is like most anticipated movie. And this movie is like, I think the first movie from Damien Chazelle in a while. And this movie, if you've seen the trailer, this movie does promise you a lot of stuff. I thought the trailer was a lot when I was seeing it. I was like, this movie has a lot of, snorting scene. I was like, this doesn't look like my cup of tea. But people are really excited to see this movie. That is why when I read some of the reaction, I'm not surprised, I suppose, because when I saw the trailer, I didn't thought this movie looked overly that great. But when I read some of these people's first reaction, I'm like, that will be disappointing for some people, because some people did tell me in my reaction, girl, you are wrong to think this movie is not looking good. So here is the thing. I am biggest Damien Chazelle fan. I liked his movie Whiplash. I thought Whiplash movie is absolutely brilliant. That movie is so beautifully directed. Of course, that movie is so good. So I thought La La Land I really liked too. And there was another movie from him. It's called The First Man. First Man is not my favorite, I guess. After winning that Oscar for Best Director, Damien Chazelle, he's like young upcoming director. And now he's back with another Hollywood movie. Of course, it looks exciting. But at the same time, all this, when you look at the trailer, it looked like this movie is trying to track a lot of stuff. And because it takes place in 1920 Hollywood, it is showing you, this thing. I was like, although I do thought that movie overall, it does look really great. Cinematography for that movie, I think it does look still very amazing. However, overall story, how good it is, I don't know. Let's look at the first of the reaction. Okay, so this guy, he's saying this movie, it is, I was afraid of that. It says high octane, cocaine inducing trip. First half is great, likely the internet new favorite movie of all time. Margot Robbie and Justin Hurwitz are really your star. And some other reviewers saying overall Margot Robbie is really good in this movie. Also is Diego Calva. He's also really good. And all the costume and production design is really good. So looks like... So I feel like this movie will be getting a lot of technical category Oscar nomination, maybe production, design, costume. And Margot Robbie in this movie, she's doing a lot of stuff. She looks like a crazy. Margot Robbie, she's not catching a break. Like yesterday, she announced she's not in Pirates of the Caribbean movie anymore. Her last movie, Amsterdam, failed at the box office. And this one looks like this might be also flop, because this movie's review embargo, actually, Paramount Picture, they're holding this movie's review embargo until December, 24th. So that is really bad news for this movie. Although I am not surprised by this reaction. I saw the trailer. I thought this trailer showed me a lot. Too much. Didn't look like it will match up all the thing, and I'm not surprised that it didn't match up. Although some people are praising, because some people do like this kind of movie. Maybe I am not one of those people are excited to see cocaine snorting. That's not something I like. I'm sorry, this is not my cup of tea. Although I don't know why he did this kind of stuff in this movie. He took a huge risk here, Damien Chazelle, because this kind of stuff, this kind of thing, it's not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean? I bet some people will enjoy this. And that's my thought and reaction on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this first reaction? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share my other video of another topic. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.